That's it. Thank you.
In September 1989, Bill's Letterman ban was lifted when he was rediscovered by a new segment producer who talked Bob Morton into giving him another chance. Accepting censorship as a necessary evil, Bill delivered the producers a stripped-down version of his act. They loved it, and Hicks made 7 more appearances over the next 3 years. But people watching the watered-down performances never got to see the wild, dangerous Bill Hicks, and ultimately, his career remained unchanged. With no outlet for Bill in America, he would have to take his uncensored act to a new audience.
Trio Pop Culture TV.
Search tonight. It's uncensored comedy on Trio. At 8, Alan Cumming stars in the animated series God, the Devil, and Bob. Then Kurt Anderson talks with comedian Dennis Miller on FaceTime. And at 9, it's the story of the Outlaw Comic, the censoring of Bill Hicks. Trio Pop Culture TV.
Yes, you're lovely. Never ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you just the way you look tonight. Just the way you look tonight.
It's tough not having a car. With immediate claim service, Geico gets you back on the road fast. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
I'll go.
All right, you two, that's enough goofing around.
I think I'm afraid.
Time to turn out the light.
Wait, Mom, I just got to the best part.
Yeah, the best part.
The roller coaster worked its way to the very
This
top
moment
of the
brought to
hill.
you by Sylvan Learning Center.
I never liked reading, and Sylvan showed me how fun it can be.
We call our approach the Sylvan Advantage. It's a proven process that works. We begin by identifying your child's specific needs, followed by individual attention and personalized lesson plans from highly trained and certified teachers who just love teaching, and progress reports for you every step of the way. If your child is struggling or just not being challenged enough, call 1-800-513-5820.
Reading can be pretty cool.
Call this number today. The skills to do better in school, the confidence to do better in everything else. Sylvan. Learning feels good.
We have 32 PGA Tour events in 2003. That's about 1,280 balls in the drink. Poor ball collector guy. Lucky you.
The PGA stars pair up to battle it out as Greg Norman hosts the Franklin Templeton Shootout. Starts Friday, November 14th, live at 1 on USA.
We're back with uncensored comedy only on Trio Pop Culture TV.
It's interesting. I found this out. I think it's so weird that the Australians were originally the criminal class of Great Britain, and the Brits, in order to punish them, sent them to Australia, their own prehistoric Eden-like island continent. Bummer. Boy, you don't want to get on the wrong side of them Brits. They'll f*** you good. What do you want to bet the crime rate really soared in Great Britain when people figured out where they were going to be sent to? Let me get this straight. You keep the shitty food and the shitty weather, and we get the Great Barrier Reef and lobsters the size of canoes. I'm Jack the Ripper.
Despite 6 appearances on Letterman since his debut in 1984, Bill Hicks was still virtually unknown to mainstream American audiences. He got a break from his arduous touring schedule in July of 1990, when the 28-year-old was invited to perform at the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival in Montreal. It was his first performance with an audience outside of America.
It's a very depressing year, I found, in the States, you know? All year long, I had that flag hoopla, right? I mean, I personally do not believe in burning the flag. It's a personal belief, but I'll tell you something. I think people are overreacting. Oh, just a little bit. Hey, buddy, my daddy died for that flag. Well, I bought mine. Sorry. You know, they sell them at Kmart for $3. You're in, you're out, brand new flag. No violence was necessary. Hey, buddy, my daddy died in the Korean War for that flag. What a coincidence. My flag was made in Korea.
To his surprise, the international crowd loved him. He would tell a joke, and this time people would laugh. There was no need to scream at the audience. He was invited back the following year as a headliner, which was recorded for British television. With new confidence, Bill was able to direct his anger away from the audience and onto the material itself.
And Bush, President Bush, a complete surprise, he turned into a demon, man. When he was first president, they called him the wimp president. I mean, this was the cover of Newsweek. Wimp president. Apparently, this stuck in this guy's craw. Guy turned into a demon, man. We surrender. Not good enough. We run away. Too little, too late. We're having way too much fun.
Other American comedians stayed clear of the Gulf War, but Hicks welcomed the opportunity to break another taboo. His attacks on the U.S. actions had Americans calling him unpatriotic, but in Montreal, they were eating it up.
Those guys were in hog heaven out there. You understand, man? They had a big weapons catalog opened up. What's G12 do, Tommy? Well, it says here it destroys everything but the fillings in their teeth. Helps us pay for the war effort. Well, shit, pull that one up. Pull up G12, please. Cool. What's G13 do?
The response to his new political material was phenomenal. Bill got offers to play in England and at the prestigious Edinburgh Comedy Festival. In America, the same material had caused bar fights, but the international audience loved Hicks' articulate deconstruction of authority.
I guess the most amazing thing about the war, obviously the disparity in the casualties. Iraq, 150,000 casualties. USA, 79. Let's go through those numbers again. They're a little baffling at first glance. Iraq, 150,000. USA, 79. 79. Does that mean if we had sent over 80 guys, we still would have won that thing or what? Just one guy in a ticker tape parade. I did it, hey.
In Edinburgh, he won the Critics' Award and shortly after began his British tour. By the time the show he taped in Montreal aired in England, Bill Hicks had become Britain's favorite new comic. A far cry from his UFO tour, Bill was playing to intelligent audiences who crowded elegant theaters to see him. The Brits immediately classified him along with the greatest comedians of our time.
Anyway, you're over here doing your tour, Still Dangerous tour, that's what you call it, Still Dangerous. Right. And that sort of builds up your image as you're like the dangerous person to follow after Lenny Bruce. Is that difficult for you to keep being more outrageous or more dangerous, more... challenging?
No. Lenny's dead. It's a one-man race now.
Bill's appearance on British TV caught the eye of John Lahr, the senior drama critic for the New Yorker magazine. Hicks wasn't as famous as the people Lahr usually covered in the New Yorker profiles, but Lahr called him the next day to arrange an interview. Bill invited him to the taping of Revelations, a new one-hour special for British TV. After almost 15 years of doing stand-up comedy, Hicks, now 30, could finally do the kind of show he had always wanted to do. A one-man rock and roll comedic extravaganza, playing to 2,000 standing room only British fans at the illustrious Dominion Theatre.
I'm so sick of arming the world and then sending troops over to destroy the arms. You know what I mean? We keep arming these little countries, then we go and blow the shit out of them. We're like the bullies of the world, you know? We're like Jack Palance in the movie Shame, throwing the pistol at the sheep herder's feet. Pick it up. I don't want to pick it up, mister. You'll shoot me. Pick up the gun. Mister, I don't want no trouble, huh? I just came downtown here to get some Hard Rock candy for my kids, some gingham for my wife. I don't even know what gingham is, but she goes through about 10 rolls a week of that stuff. I ain't looking for no trouble, mister. Pick up the gun. You all saw him. He had a gun.
The success in Europe gave Hicks the confidence to go after darker material. If he wasn't pushing boundaries, he wasn't doing his job. After becoming famous for scathing political riffs, he switched gears and created an onstage alter ego that crossed lines into a new Hicks frontier: sexual taboos.
Goat Boy loves young girls. 16 years old. Ooh, Goat Boy. Hello. Hi, Goat Boy, you big old smelly thing. Ooh, you smell like an old boot. I don't see you running away. I'm not scared of you. Besides, your eyes are really kind and peaceful. Except for that fire that burns real far deep inside of you. Oh, Goat Boy, what's that? That is my purple wand. And my hairy sack of magic. You do tricks?
I talk about sexually graphic things, and I'll tell you exactly why I do it. The Greeks used to put in their plays lots of bodily functions and graphic sexual material because they believed that in performing that way, it released the demons of shame from the audience, which is the same way I believe. Because I think we're all pretty much the same, and we all have grown up with that shame-based thing that America deals with, right? And to sit there and hear someone talk about their love of having sex, love of sex, or love of whatever, makes you feel like you're not alone with your own, what you think maybe are dark, twisted thoughts, because they're not. We all share these thoughts. So that's why I talk like I do.
I think I need a priest at this point. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. What have you done, my son? Well, I said the word gratuitously. Yes, and what else, my son? I lied. Yes, and what else, my son? That's about all. Oh, one thing. I keep thinking I'm a Randy Goat, everyone.